Hi everybody and welcome back to Sunday Book Club. This is going to be hopefully a short video today, and I'm going to be introducing next week's book club books, and we're going to be doing 3 in 1, but I'll get more into that later. But I'm going to be talking about Simon Holt's The Devouring book today, and this is the first novel in the series. I have the other two. They're called Solstice and Fearscape. They look like this. Okay, and honestly, I didn't really like this novel, and I haven't read the other two in the series, but I don't think I'm going to be reading them, simply because I wasn't a big fan of the first one. I mean, I might give them a try maybe later on down the road if I have free time, but I don't know, somehow the story just wasn't something that was up my alley. It's not something that I would normally pick up. I mean, I thought it was interesting. I read like the inside of the cover, and it sounded really interesting, but once I was reading it, I was kind of disappointed. So the novel is about a girl named Reggie who lives with her father and her little brother Henry. Their mom ran away or left their family about a year ago at like the time in the book, and so she's been parenting her younger brother, who is 8 I believe at the time, and she's 16, 17. Excuse me. So she's been parenting him, and part of this, she's been reading him scary stories at night, and she works at like a little old bookstore that features like scary novels, and so she found this old journal and she decided to take it home and read it, and then read it to her little brother. And the entire premise of the story is that there are bad things out there called the Devourers, which is funny because it's called like devouring, so like Vour, get it? That's what they're called. And so what they do is they're like ghosts, but spirits. Think of it like this. You know in the Harry Potter series, the Dementors, you know how they have like the black kind of mist following them everywhere? That's kind of like what it is, but not the actual Dementor, it's just the black mist. And like they're little spirits, and they can communicate with you, and essentially their goal is to hop into your body and possess your body. That way they can live. Their world is really cold and it's dark, and so what they do is when they hop into a human body on one end of the year, which is Soul Night or something like that, I don't know, it's one of the nights that they're able to jump into a human's body. It's on December 21st, I believe, that evening. They possess your body, and then they can they present fear in everybody around them. So that night, Reggie and her friend Erin get together, and they're like, hey, let's try scary things, because you have to be scared to death in order to have the Devourer jump into your body. So they try it, but it didn't work. However, it works on their little brother, or her little brother Henry. So now he has a Devourer possessing his body. And throughout the entire novel, it's Reggie and Erin and Reggie's boss, Eben, I believe that's how you pronounce it, E-B-E-M. And they're trying to figure out a way to get him to not be possessed, and so they figure out a way, and she gets sucked inside his soul, which is, it's strange. It honestly is super strange. I can't see, the problem with this book is that I couldn't imagine half of what was happening, and that's part of the reason why I didn't understand it and why I didn't like it, because it wasn't believable to me. I mean, I understand, like, the world was set up perfectly, and I should have been able to believe it, but some part of me was like, it's not that believable. So that's why I didn't like it, or like that aspect of the book. Other than that, it was interesting. So at the end, her little brother Henry's little Devourer that was in him eventually leaves, and she saves him, and everything's fine. But there's another book in the series, and I'm not really interested in reading that one because I wasn't too fond of this one. So that is my review of this book. If you guys liked it, which I know a lot of people did, because on my Goodreads, when I was updating like what pages I was on, a lot of people were saying they loved it, but I don't know, I didn't like it that much. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be giving the next two a good look at, unless I'm really bored and I want an interesting read. I might pick it up, but I'm not going to. Now, to get on to next week's books, that's right, books, we're going to be doing 3 books in one video, and they're part of a series, and I figured it might be easier if we do it this way. That way, I don't have like 20 million videos of book series, and I can just do it all in one, and it's a quick, short series, and I hope this is it for the series, although it is really good. It is by Rachel Hawkins, and it's called Hex Hall. So this is the first one. I own this one. It was on my shelf. And my books are all alphabetized behind me, so there's the A section, and all the way down here, past all like my click books, it's like, that's where it would be, right over there. So normally it's sometimes in my books, but I've read this one before and it was really good. but I kind of forgot and I wanted to read the rest of the series, so I reread it. I finished this one. The next one is the second one in the series, and it's called Demon Glass. So it looks like that. Oop, got hair, sorry. This one I got from the library, hence the little green sticky tape thing blocking the library that I live close to. So that's what this one looks like. I'm about 280 pages into this one, and it's really good. So this one will be the second one that I talk about. And then this one is the third one. It is called Spellbound. And it is the newest one in the series. It just came out this year at some point, and I've been waiting for my library to get it. And I was the first one to put it on hold and to get it. And I have not read it yet, but it is my goal for tomorrow to finish it. So, yes, stay tuned for this series. I'm looking forward to finishing it. And hopefully this one's the last book in the series, because it's really good. And yeah, stay tuned to that. Yep. Okay, I think that's all I have to say. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week on Book Club. Bye!